Welcome to the Human Spectrum. Appreciate you joining me, watching the video. Man, things are really getting interesting. We have Jeremy Corbell. He was on News Nation talking about this program that leaked out that we spoke about in the last video called the Immaculate Constellation. And I'm sure that triggers a few things, if you know what I mean. But I didn't come out with it. Michael Schellenberger did, and from what I understand, he's a great reporter, and apparently a lot of people with more knowledge than I do are saying that this guy's right on the money with this Immaculate Constellation platform. If you haven't heard of what it is, it's just the tip of the iceberg, but basically it's a platform that covers space, air, sensors on land, up there also, in the water. It's just and other sensors that we're not privy to, but that's definitely the gist of it. And I believe that includes the James Webb Telescope too, because there's something going on with that I talked about 3 videos back, and we'll get into that also. I'm going to show you how we were talking about Breakthrough Listen out of Oxford. They were looking into 5 candidates, and they came down to one, which is called Breakthrough, or BCL1, or Breakthrough Listen 1. And we're going to play a little clip from that. And apparently the European Space Agency is kind of taking the reins on this right now while Oxford does their thing. And they had this in the low spectrum as far as like the odds of it being artificial. Now that's starting to become based on the European Space Agency studies, the percentage is a bit higher than it was before of it detecting techno-signatures and artificial signatures. So that's interesting. So we have quite a few videos, some clips I want to go over with you today. But in case you didn't know, the next hearing tentatively is scheduled for November 13th, right after the elections. And I don't know who's going to be in that hearing. I know Lou Elizondo was questioned and asked on another podcast, and he hinted at the possibility that he might attend this hearing. Whether or not he's actually going to be one of the people they'll be asking questions, I have no idea, but that would be something. And I believe Mace is the person that's going to be chairing this committee hearing on UAP's November 13th. And if you don't know, there's a new, by James Fox, there's a new documentary. That documentary, I highly recommend everybody watches it. It's called The Program. You can find it anywhere you watch your stuff. Apple, Amazon. It's out there today. It's called The Program. And it's definitely something to behold. And tell your friends, your family, if you can even get them to watch it, have them watch it. This is huge, it's big, and kind of, after watching it, I get the impression that the government wants us to learn about certain things. Unfortunately, I think they're trying to expedite that without shocking anybody. But we'll get into that a little more later. So we're going to get into a few clips. What I do want to tell you about is I found four clips, video clips of an NHI being interviewed. That's correct. Non-human intelligence being interviewed, although this non-human intelligence will tell you that he's something different. Use a piece of software, because allegedly what I'm going to show you, this 4-part series, was created in 1964, and someone from the intelligence agency, you'll see in this, well, I'm not calling it, it's kind of like an interrogation. They seem to hit him with some kind of light. I'm not sure if that's some kind of, I don't know if it's a light that bothers them, but when they're not getting clear answers, you can see what it does to them. Kind of messes with them, kind of hurts them. At least that's what it looks like. So as far as the authenticity goes, when I ran it through this software that I have, it usually spits out 6 to 10 different things to authenticate videos that I find. So in these 4 videos from 1964 that I acquired, and I think they're already out on YouTube, but I wanted to give it to my viewers and my subscribers in case you haven't seen it. And the only thing I got was 1 out of the 6 to 10 things this software spits out, and it did say there is evidence of 9mm film. So just keep that in mind when you're watching it. So I'm not saying it's real, but if it's telling me 9mm film, it's usually pretty accurate. So before we get into those 4 quick clips on this interrogation of this NHI, we have another pilot, commercial pilot, who caught a UAP during the flight. So we're going to look into that right now, and pretty interesting. Another one. So definitely interesting. Looked like there was 3 there. Might have been 4, but I think I saw 3 in that video. Yeah, see, when you have your cell phone handy, and not enough people are looking up, and they should. And you never know what you're going to spot. And again, remember, your camera can see 4 to 6 spectrums more than the human eye. So even if you don't see anything, it doesn't hurt to record for 5 minutes and just scan the sky, bring it back in and look it over. You might be surprised what you find. And if you do find something, send it to the human spectrum, and I'll be more than happy to put it up, analyze it, and go over it with all you guys. So let's get to the next video. This was in September of this year, and I think it was, yes, it's in New Jersey, and this caused quite a ruckus, so much so that a lot of this boulevard, highway or boulevard, a lot of cars pulled over, and you're going to see a lot of people on the sidewalk with their cell phones taking pictures and videos of this thing. So this thing actually looks real, so take a look.
Yo, look at that. Look, everybody in the highway right now. I don't know, bro. Ni idea. A mí no se mueve de ahí. Yeah, that's crazy. No.
So you heard some people talking in Spanish there, and I understand it. Basically saying, what is this thing? This thing looks ominous. And then, of course, you heard the rest. That looks pretty real. Let me know what you think in the comments. I like that clip. That clip shows, to me at least, 30, 40 people paying attention and actually getting out of their vehicles just to take a video. And yeah, I found this on the internet and I wanted to share it with you guys. So before we get into this interview of the NHI, what I want to do is just share something from Mr. Sheehan. If you're not familiar with Sheehan, this is a guy that's been covering back when they called them UFOs, and they gave him clearance to go into a building one time and gave him like 5 minutes to go to a secret area and get some information, but he couldn't bring a pen or a pad, so he kind of had to like memorize something that he found real quick, and he shared that in another video. But this is Sheehan talking about present time. I believe this video came out 3 days ago. So let's take a look at this one. He's talking about what he believes bases are. Bases not for our military, anybody other's military, but he's talking about like UAP bases. So he seems pretty adamant about it, and I want you to take a look at it.
Bases here on our planet, many of which are located high in the desolate areas in the mountains, where very few people ever go, and beneath the sea. There's a major base in the Pacific that we're virtually certain exists off Baja, between Baja and Guadalupe Island, potentially beneath the ocean floor. This has been monitored. We have hundreds of videos of the vehicles coming and going from that location and plunging into the sea and going down into and coming from this base. This is extraordinarily important for everyone to understand. Very importantly, there is some percentage inside our national security state apparatus that knows this to be true.
So definitely interesting. See, I wanted to get that to you because I'm not sure how many people had a chance to see that. And you can look him up and you'll find a lot more information on him and what he's all about. He's an attorney, and he's a prominent attorney, especially in the Washington, D.C. area. He is well known, and he obviously covers this topic and many other topics too. So, and he's been in the he's also been featured on the civilian side of UAP hearings that they do every 10-20 years with Greer, Dr. Greer. So with that said, we're finally going to get into the alien interview, is what they've been calling it, NHI. And so I'm going to start with part 1. So let's have a look, and we're going to go through these pretty quick.
Okay, we're recording. State planet origin? Okay, yesterday you told us you traveled, and I quote, thousands of light years to get here. Gosh. Tell us truth word for word or another meaning. It is truth. Only far enough. Far enough future. To travel in time is to travel in space. Or transmission generations. So I take it aliens took over our future, right? No. So you're human. Okay, so you evolved from us. Yes. So what are you doing here now? Observing. Since our energy is destroyed. How? Now, speed evolution word. Ancestors. Okay, so how about we concentrate on your time? Try me. Wait, so you know the meaning of life? What's the difference? So you know how the universe is created? Yes. So you think God? Okay, illuminate us. What happens when we die? Okay, so let me get this straight. There's no death, and we all experience each other's lives, right? Yes. Okay, so how was the universe created, and why is it so perfectly made for us? Moving on. Okay, so why do we destroy ourselves with nuclear war? Can you be more specific, please? Okay, one last thing. What about morality? What do you base your morality on? I see. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
So, like I said before, I put it through a piece of software. It's expensive software, and it does tell you, it gives you some facts about certain videos, older videos, newer videos. It tells you if, it gives you a percentage that something was photoshopped. It's a great piece of software, and I rely on it. And like I said, for these interviews that they're doing with this supposed NHI, it did say that there was evidence of 9mm film. which is something they used back then, especially in the military. So let's go on to interview number 2.
Can you speak? Sergeant.
Wow, sir.
Are you scared of me? Because you should be. Okay, so you say you're from the future and an evolutionary descendant of humans. You also say you're a different species. So, which one is it? Are you a descendant of humans or not? Then how do you know English? Answer me. If you don't answer, I'll administer another round of scopolamine until your system collapses. Do you understand? Now, how do you speak English? So you just picked up English, just like that. Because you're so smart, right? Right. So, you said you know the origin of the universe, but you did not provide an explanation. So I ask you again, how was the universe created? Answer the question. Really? But you can't create something out of nothing. Sure it is. Only a creator can make something from nothing. Wait, you just contradicted yourself. So? Wait, but you said there's an origin to the universe. There it is. I caught you in a lie. This universe is not existence. It is an infinitely small part of existence. Right, so now you're talking nonsense. Again, how was the universe created so miraculously? This universe is a spontaneous event. Inevitable within the entirety of existence. Every event can, will, and has happened. Including this universe. There are an infinite number of universes. Virtually all carry the number so-called life. This universe is, by chance, stable, and has the occasional capacity to harbor so-called life. So life just happened, right? In this universe, yes. Life is called as an inevitable consequence of this universe's physical properties. So are you telling me we're just random? Yes. This universe is indifferent to so-called life. How so? Life on this and every world can be destroyed at any time by a multitude of random events. Such as? Large scale meteor, supernova, solar flare, the universe doesn't care if we live or die. I don't believe that for a second. We're more than just random. So, if we're just random, then there's no meaning to the universe. So if there's no meaning in the universe, then what's the point of living? You just contradicted yourself again. No. You can't live a full life. You can't live a life at all. Do you think that meaning is somehow made up? So, what is meaning? Okay, moving on. You said we humans will die as a species. So, tell me, when does the nuclear war start?
So, interview number 2, they kind of got him like with his skinny arms out. You're starting to see where they're applying some pressure. So, if this is real, this is definitely interesting. Let's go on to interview number 3.
So, tell me, when does the nuclear war start? Ron, now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay, so, now, tell me, when does the nuclear war start?
Okay.
By whom? Really?
Us.
How?
Interesting. So is he alive now?
Oh, well, great. So just tell me his name and we'll go. Of course.
All right, so just tell me what he does.
So,
Don't blow up.
only a million lives. Okay, so how do we stop this? Okay. So, if we stop this lunatic from blowing us up, we'll be fine, right? Wait, but you just said that if we stop him, we won't be destroyed. And what would...
So you're probably noticing now that they're using some techniques, some kind of light. Yeah, it gets a little spooky from here. If this is real, it's kind of spooky, and you can tell they're like really trying to get information out of him, and it's almost like they're scared, but at the same time they're pressing to get the answers that they want. But you're starting to get the gist of how this interview went. I know there's that one floating around the internet where they had an injured NHI, and toward the end he sort of slumped over and they started administering, medical care. But this is definitely not that. This is definitely different. So let's go on to the last one, interview part 4.
How much time does it have?
He's very weak, sir.
How much time?
10 minutes, maybe.
Good. Another shot.
Sir, it might kill him.
Now!
Yes, sir.
Where were we?
He warned of another threat, sir.
We'll get to that. Speaking of time, do you know what this is? It's a first edition self-winding mechanism, perpetual rotor. One of the most intricate and exquisite creations of man. Something so complex needs a creator, wouldn't you say? Now, explain to me how another complex mechanism, me, can exist without a creator. Explain! Let's go again! There. Now, tell me how I can exist without a creator. Well, that's not exactly an answer. Yeah, you mentioned that. Wait. So there's more planets like ours? Huh. Okay, so if other planets don't have life, why, miraculously, does ours? Not miraculous. Statistical. Explain. There are trillions of instances where so-called life could have emerged on this planet, but did not. Was that before or after God created Earth and sky? Just go on. Then, a chance molecular combination subdivided before it died. It left That's it. What made this molecular combination so special? Really? You don't say. Simple.
Sir, he doesn't have much time.
All right, okay, finally, tell me, what is this other threat? Say what now?
Sir, I think he said artificial super intelligence.
I know what it said. Now shut up. So what the hell does that mean? Artificial intelligence. That is superior to human intelligence. Well, that's impossible. Inevitable.
Think about it, sir. I mean, the most computer were tested in the last
Shut up!
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this artificial superintelligence, is it a computer? I swear, if you say I don't have the capacity to comprehend one more time, I'll drill a 9mm through that mutant skull of yours. Again, is it a computer? And you're saying they're as smart as people? Hey, you just said... Hey, wake up. Wake up. Okay, so I'll play along. How is this superintelligence a threat? Your species isn't almost infinite. Why? How? Two ways in our world. Nostradamus, what's the first way? What emotions? Hate of what? Nice, more God bashing. I said, you are not capable of understanding. Don't say I didn't warn you. Except Herbert.
But sir,
That's it. Give me that. No, sir. Give me that. Traitor. Now, finally, what's the second way? Replace what? Huh. Okay, with what? Substitute reality. And that's a bad thing. let's wrap the show. Let's see. Last question. Can we stop this superintelligence? Yes. How? It's power. Again, how? Oh, okay. That's it. Fine. I need to put you on one this way. Alright. Time to meet God. Hey, you
Shots fired. Aim in position. Control.
So there's the 4-part series that I acquired, and this is an alleged interview, and I just wanted to show it to you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think it's fake? Do you think it's real? If you do think it's real, elaborate on how you feel about the interview, how you feel about how the NHI was answering, or any comments on how they were questioning him or it. So yeah, that was the 4-part interview that's been floating around the internet, and I acquired the copies and put them out there for you. So definitely leave me some comments on those. And before we finish, we're going to listen to, kind of give you an idea of what Breakthrough Listen is doing with the radio telescopes, whether it's Oxford or NASA or the European Space Agency. It costs millions of dollars to buy just hours of time on these telescopes around the world. And I'm going to show you a little clip of what it's like. This one, I believe, is of BLC. Yes, this is the one of big interest. Breakthrough Listen 1 is what they call it. And every day when they point to that area, it's the same signal and same signature. So this is not something that just happened once. This is something they're studying because they're hitting it every single day. So let's take a listen to it real quick. So that's basically what it is. That's just a clip of them narrowing it down and kind of like washing away anything that may come from Earth. But like I said, they're making more progress this month than they were in the previous months. And Simon Holland is on YouTube also. You can look him up, Simon Holland. He does videos constantly updating you on BLC 1's progress and a couple of other things, but he's mostly super focused on this because he's waiting to hear from an administrator at Oxford University who runs the Breakthrough Listen program. And he's always in touch with them, and when he gets an update, he throws up a video, so definitely look him up. And that's it. If you get the chance, check out that documentary, The Program, by James Fox. It's worth it. It's an eye-opener. Definitely tell your friends and family. And I guess that's it, other than the upcoming hearing November 13th. I already finished an interview. I will be uploading that soon. And we're going to have 2 more interviews after that one. So make sure you subscribe. Hit that bell, because when I upload them, this way you can get them. So it's going to be good. This interview wasn't very long, but it was very informative. So I hope you like that surprise coming soon. So stick around with the Human Spectrum, and we're always looking for new images and videos. So if you have them, send them in. Everything's in the description. But there's 2 emails you can use, and that's it. Just send me a copy of whatever you may have that's, anomalous, UAP, paranormal, anything like that. I appreciate it. And that's about all I have for today. Have a good day or night wherever you are, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.